Hey everyone, it's Sophia. I am back again here with some more psychic, energetic check ins on what's going on with the Nancy Guthrie case. It's been a few days at least since my last update and check in, so I'm just going to go ahead and get going. I went ahead and just wrote everything down as a list because I did sit there for quite a while and try to see everything I could get. And then I also took notes over the past few days about things that I would get randomly in regards to this case. So, okay, first thing. This is so weird because I have no idea what it would do with. I don't know if this is a situation that somebody involved is going through or this has something to do with Nancy specifically, but I got scorned lover. That was really weird. Um, the next thing I got was the word leftover or leftovers. So it was hard to pick up on exactly what that was. I was wondering, okay, so is this something that was left at the scene left over, or is there some detail about her having taken some food leftovers at night? I'm still waiting to see if I get anything else to kind of narrow down what that meant. Next thing I get is that DNA evidence is going to be inconclusive or not a match for more than one item that's being currently tested. The next one I have is that whatever happened since the last video, um, at that last upload, which was just earlier this past week, I had felt three main people. But now I'm getting a solid four people that are just concrete involved with it. So maybe a statement that had been made scared somebody away. And I'm kind of getting the energy that the third and fourth letters that were emailed to TMZ actually was somebody that is involved. And this might be because this is kind of something that changed that I know of. The change for certain in that time frame, and it kind of carries the same energy that um, somebody had made a statement or they had gotten scared off because of the severity of the situation and how long it's been going, that they might have decided you know what, I might just have to lock in and fully commit to being a perpetrator in this crime because now it's starting to feel riskier coming out and then trying to do the right thing. um, so that is something I'm getting there. Another thing I'm getting is that either the main mastermind or whoever's specifically the main motivator behind this, um, or the man that was seen on surveillance, because I initially didn't feel they were the same person. I could be wrong. Um, but I feel like either one of them has ties with northern Mexico, or they go back and forth between Mexico and Arizona often. I also was getting something about ties to New Mexico and Guadalajara, which was super random, but that's how it works, guys, right? So, um, I also was seeing a lower arm tattoo, most likely on the right arm of one of the suspects or people involved. I don't know what it was, like flames or something weird. But I saw that coming through. I then was getting that one of the people involved is considering themselves having gotten in too deep with this. And it feels like the person who had written the ransom notes, at least the third and fourth, the third and fourth emails to Harvey Levin, it has the same energy to the one who travels back and forth to Mexico often. Um, I'm also getting something that comes through about the ocean or the coastline in Mexico. I don't know if that's where currently that's where Nancy is or had been held, or again just a very strong tie to that area of the main people involved here. And then I was getting an energetic match, which, long story short, that means that the man in the surveillance video and Nancy, they did make contact that night. But I'm not getting a feeling that they actually knew each other before this happened. They also have total opposite energies. She has that church going lady energy, and this other person has a younger delinquent male vibe. honestly, if anyone saw them two together and they were somehow trying to make it look normal or something, like at a gas station, it would be like so obvious. It would stick out like a sore thumb. Like it'd be like, what is that? Like that's not even like her grandson. I doubt it. Like it would be so off, right? Like that's what's coming through for sure. Um, Another thing, I did pull a few cards. I did have a whole video, but I kept making like mistakes on like what I was saying and taking really long to shuffle. So I'm gonna have to redo that. But when I was doing that, I was getting that somebody is going to be unmasked soon. Whether that's somebody who's like been hiding in plain sight, or whether that's we finally figure out uh who is at fault here. That was coming through. I also am like starting to finally see that there's going to be a significant arrest of a man. I'm seeing a man solo, so I'm not sure if that is just what's going to be showed on the news, or but it doesn't seem like a group of people at once. But kind of see them wearing a white shirt either at the time of arrest or detention, and they may be one of the I think like one of the first people that's actually finally involved here that's going to be arrested soon. Um, I do not feel Nancy coming home around that same time though. So there's something else going on there in the background. I also get intuitively that there's going to be some important evidence in one or more of these vehicles. It's being discovered, or we're about to discover it on our end. So that's going to be released soon to the media. When I was kind of looking at Savannah, trying to pull on her energy on a photo, I was getting a weird feeling that she would never suspect who did this, or this happening to her mom, or who did it for some reason. Like, it's like a mix of energy, but I feel like there's going to be some sort of shock or something. I'm not sure why. Um, Something was coming through as well about Nancy's walker or a cane. It might not have been released or something, but I'm getting that maybe her walker was still at the house. You know what I mean? Like it didn't leave the home with her. Something like that. Something very significant coming through about her walker or a cane, but that's all I could get on that for some reason so far. I also get that I feel like earlier on the people involved thought of maybe returning to Nancy's house to dump evidence. And I know that makes no sense. Most of this case doesn't at this point. Um, and logically, because that's like the dumbest thing to do, considering there's much better options for evidence destruction out there. But, anyways, it is what it is. I'm just a messenger here. Um, but I feel like they wanted to do that, or like drop her off somewhere nearby or something, but they couldn't because the high level of saturation of law enforcement and like feds and stuff in that area, it was, I think it messed up. And I'm still getting that like mishap, like either they didn't know about her health conditions, or they didn't realize how hard it was going to be taking somebody of her age. I think they might have targeted her or gone along with the crime because they were like, oh, that'll be easy, she's an old lady, you know what I mean? But not so much is what I'm getting. I'm also getting, and I didn't look this up yet. I need to figure out is FJ Toyota. I think an FJ is a Toyota, but I was getting something about like an FJ, a Land Rover or Land Cruiser, something similar coming through. Um, I also got randomly from Nancy or her energy that she likes to spread viral positivity. That was the actual quote that came through. That she likes spreading viral positivity, and I feel that she has a very strong presence. And I do feel that she's like sharp witted. She's very aware that she's a nice woman, but she can have firm boundaries or something like that. So some people know not to mess with her, but I don't think anybody would want to because she is just genuinely just a sweet woman. So that's kind of what I get from her energy. Um, I do feel she'll most likely be found as of right now. I'm not feeling much positive in nature about her being found. I'll leave it at that. Um, and the last thing that I was getting intuitively, when I was trying to like circle back around, like, do I feel anything about else about the family? I was getting that Savannah and Annie had different feelings about their mother, or that they had different experiences with her. Um, so that was rather interesting. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here real quick and share those energetic updates. Can't wait to see what I get right or not right. That's the fun part of being intuitive. It's not very fun when you get like, things that are hard to share with other people, or when I'm working on sensitive cases and feeling on stuff like this, because I still have a lot of empathy, and I have to still try to create like a boundary within myself to not feel so sad, because it'll like dampen like what I get. So I'm doing my best to uh, be first and foremost completely unbiased. Um, and I do that forensically as well. So yeah, without much more rambling, I'm going to go ahead and share this with you guys. I am going to be working on a little, my little forensic 2 cents, if you will, about like some stuff that I've noticed on the surveillance video that I haven't heard anybody else mention. And then I hope to do like a little short card reading and upload that as well, just to dive deeper and see if we can get anything that could be like really helpful. Um, yeah, so thanks so much, you guys. I really appreciate that everyone's been viewing and starting to like my videos. Please like and subscribe if you want more interesting content of forensics being mixed with the paranormal and metaphysical, energetic new age beliefs. So, yeah, everyone's welcome. Again, completely unbiased here. I get absolutely no information from law enforcement. I have absolutely no way to get to see any evidence before anybody else does on the news. I'm not working for anybody on this case. My main goal here is just to help and assist if I can, in any way. And again, my deepest sympathies and prayers are continuing to go out to the Guthrie family, and of course all the law enforcement and everybody working tirelessly to assist that family. Thank you guys so much again. I hope that you guys come and see my next videos. Bye.